Another way that you guys adds to the fountain of income here is a program that's only available to accredited investors, but it's also private lending, right? From the private lending department.
100%.
I work on the private lending team here at JWB. JWB relies on raising capital from private individuals to fund our acquisitions, as well as our renovation and new construction projects. The private lending side of the business is a great first step in investing in real estate for most of our clients because we're able to get a smaller dollar amount working. We'll advise clients as they're looking at their future goals and wanting to build out a turnkey portfolio. If they don't quite have the capital to do that yet, we'll start them over on the private lending side of the business because they'll start to get familiar with our team, with the process of investing in real estate, but also they're able to earn a return on their capital, which just helps them get towards that goal of having a down payment for that turnkey portfolio sooner. Everything is a puzzle over on the private lending side of things. It's really important as our team is acquiring properties and we have a scheduled closing date that we are able to have funds available from one of our private lenders to fund that purchase. Or as new construction properties are released to build, we need to make sure we have a private lender lined up to fund that build. So it's very much a puzzle of us constantly making sure we're matching the right lenders with the right projects to make sure that not only is our acquisitions team set up for success, but our new construction team is set up for success and our renovations team is set up for success. But we also want to make sure it's a great experience for our lenders as well. One thing that we really pride ourselves on is having a constant flow of projects for our clients. So as homes are sold and renovations are completed, our private lenders are then paid off and they want to keep that capital working for them.
So that was Courtney Robertson. GC, when I was kind of like saying, what order should we do this in? We could have started with private lending, right?
Sure.
Like, you want to say why that is?
Yeah. So private lending is one of the ways that we're able to do such volume. Since 2006, we have borrowed over $300 million from our private lenders. And when I say private lenders, that's all of y'all. Private lenders and turnkey clients many times are the same people. Now, private lending is only for accredited individuals, but at the same time, this is how we're able to create additional investment opportunities for our clients, and then how we're able to do such volume. This year alone, we'll build between 300 and maybe 400 houses. We don't go to the bank to get a loan every time we build one of those houses. Courtney and the private lending team organizes that private loan with all of you out there if you are a private lender. And so I was just looking at some of the stats here to brag on Courtney and the private lending team. Our goal for 2023, as far as raising private lending funds, 30 million bucks. Not just a little like stepping stone goal, $30 million. Courtney and her team is the goal to raise this year. Guess what? On pace. We've raised $16 million so far this year in private lending. And that's what allows us to have these assets for you when the time is right for you to add to your portfolio.
It feels like it's almost like the hidden sauce behind like how easy it is for you guys to all operate, right? Like this whole department that's able to raise $30 million a year, which is no small feat, right? Like you talk to a founder in Silicon Valley and they're trying to raise like $500,000. They spent 2 years doing it.
Yeah.
This is no joke. It's what allows you guys to have this like consistent stability of being able to leverage all these different things for all these different parts. Like she said, a big puzzle and she's at the middle of it.
It's an incredible job that her and Jamie Crawford and our entire private lending team do. Big kudos to them. There's so many hidden folks that you haven't had the chance to meet here if you're a friend of the show here and you haven't been on our campus here. But Courtney's another great example of how business actually gets done at JWB that you may or may not have thought about.
Yeah. And like she said, it is a pathway in for a lot of investors. If you're accredited and you can do it. It was the way that I became a client for JWB was I was a private lender first, then I became a turnkey property investor.